If you're a female builder, one of the ways that you're going to get yourself caught up if you are not paying attention is in relationships. When God has called you to be a builder, right? Despite of what's going on in, society, just focus on what God called you to be, right? When God has called you to be a builder, He's put that gift in you. He's put the mindset in you. The things that are going on in society, number one, can make you feel like you need to suppress that. But if you suppress that, you are carrying the blessings of generations inside of you. So if you suppress that to get into the standards of society right now, you are robbing future generations of a massive blessing. That's number one. Number two, one of the ways that you guys get yourself caught up, and I have made this error in my life as well, is in relationships. When God has called you to be a builder, what ends up happening is you have the capacity to see basically what needs to be fixed. Okay, how we need to organize this, how we need to change this, how can we make this better, right? That's supposed to be for the thing that God gave you. Whether it be a business idea, whether it be a career, whether it be a ministry, whatever it is God gave you, the work that He gave you, that's where you're supposed to be applying that mindset truthfully. What ends up happening is because we're now oftentimes built up in the gift and the assignment, many of us don't find out our assignment till later on in life. The gifts and callings of God are irrevocable. So we end up applying the gift to environments and situations that we're not supposed to be applying the gift to. Hear me out. But you will find when you don't have clear understanding of who you are as a building woman and you don't step into the full power of who you are, you end up applying this gift to relationships. You end up applying it to friendships, right? Trying to tell friends, how to fix their life and what they need to do. Relationships, right? Dating men, right? That are projects and you see their potential and you want to help them, become all they can be. You even choose workplaces where there's a lot of struggle involved. And before you know it, you don't understand why you have this capacity and you have this heart and you do so much good and you apply so much good, but yet you feel bogged down. You feel weighed down. It's because you're applying your gift in the wrong avenue. You're putting your gift in the wrong vehicle. Your relationships cannot be your ministry. Your relationships cannot be your ministry. And when I say your ministry, it doesn't mean you're preaching and doing things. I mean the work that God has given you. Your relationships cannot be that. When you are a woman who has been called to build something, right? Your own empire. Your relationships need to be a place that refuel you, that recharge you, that give you enthusiasm, that give you tranquility, that give you peace. It is literally your own vacation away from the world and all the work that you have. But what ends up happening is that when we're not in our assignment, our relationships actually end up being the work. They end up being the assignment. And that's why we feel like, why are we putting out so much energy and we're not getting a lot, back, is because you're applying your gift and your power to the wrong vehicle. You have to get in the right vehicle. So at this point, you're probably like, okay, Michelle, well, how do I change this? How do I flip this around? You can clearly see that there's going to be some deconstructing that needs to happen, right? Some deconstructing and some reconstructing. So if you need help with that, right now, the enrollment is going to be closing soon. I encourage you to take advantage. Freedom by Design is going to be a 12-week program where I help women like you go through this process of transforming their lives so they can get in direct alignment of where their favor actually is. When you're able to get in this alignment, you will find that there will be more ease that comes into your life, more flow that comes into your life, right? More security, more internal confidence, because you are aligned and you're allowing what is to be what is, and you're allowing what you need to be doing to be what you're doing, right? But you have to go through a lot of clarity, because the reason you're spending so much time applying that gift in other areas is because you're not walking in your power and there's blockages there, limiting beliefs that's preventing you to do that. So oftentimes it's easier to work on other people than it is to work on ourselves. So we rebuke that mindset right now in the name of Jesus, right? And we're going to apply our attention to ourselves, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So you're going to fuel up your cup, do the things that you need to do so you can properly apply yourself to these people that you care about. And now what's going to happen is, instead of trying to push people from the back, you're going to inspire them by leading from the front, right? By them seeing your transformation encouraging them. So if that's something that you want to do and that's something that you feel called to do, join me. The link is in the bio, everything that you need to get started there. So I hope to see you and I hope this helps. Any questions, drop it down in the comment. Have a great day, guys.